In the 53-year rule of the Assad family, Syria was shut off from the rest of the world, but now the horrific crimes committed under the brutal regime are finally being brought to light. Since Syria spiralled into years of bloodshed under Bashar al-Assad in 2011, at least 300,000 people have been killed and 100,000 people have gone missing. The tyrant was overthrown by rebels last week after they captured key cities in the country, and now victims are finally able to speak out against his regime. In 2018, Syrian jets launched a horrific chemical attack over an opposition-held town on the outskirts of Damascus, killing at least 43 people. Survivors were threatened to keep silent by the Syrian government on how people died. They were told to tell visitors that their friends and family had been killed by inhaling smoke and dust, not in a chemical attack launched by the Syrian jets. And some citizens in Syria would randomly disappear after being taken from the streets or their homes, presumed to be detained in one of Assad's brutal prisons. Now the prisons have been opened and the surviving inmates released. But the atrocities of the jails have been revealed, with tortured bodies and piles of clothes discovered at the sites. A regular form of punishment was some kind of torture and severe beatings from guards in the prisons, which led to individuals suffering life-changing damage. A human iron press was even discovered that allegedly used to crush prisoners to death. Thousands of mothers, fathers, siblings and grandparents have poured through the doors of hospitals to see survivors, hoping to find their missing family members. But this is proving to be devastatingly hard as the prisoners from the jails are so physically and psychologically traumatised, the freed inmates don't know who they are. As some family members continue to remain hopeful that their relatives are alive, others have been met with the horrific reality that the bodies of loved ones could be in a morgue. Family members have had to queue to see the bodies of tortured inmates to determine if any of them could be their missing loved ones. Syrian citizens are captured in line to see the bodies with their hands covering their noses. Some corpses are currently only identifiable by number. Not everyone will be given the closure of their loved ones' deaths, as Assad's military intelligence burnt documents and destroyed hard drives before fleeing from the rebels. But now the race is on to track down Assad's military and security officials who inflicted his reign of terror on Syria.